5 minutes.
Your awareness may be powerful enough to control your instincts. Your instinct will be to remove your hand from the box.
It's your girl Meesh, and welcome to another episode of the Luv MEESH Podcast. And welcome to another episode of Luv MEESH Podcast. This is part 2. Okay, so we have open-minded. I want to start this one off with this amazing quote. Open-minded people do not impose their beliefs on others. They just accept all of life's perspectives and realities, doing their own thing in peace without judging anyone. And I think that's beautiful because we do all evolve at our own time. There's different events that cause us to change. Some people be alcoholic and then they get in an accident, get a DUI, end up going to AA meetings, it changed their life. Some people lose their parents, it changed their lives. Some people get married, it changed their lives. Some people have kids, it changed their life. You know, different things, different life events put us on that road where are we going to continue to live life this way or are we going to change? Different people come into our lives and teach us things. We start to read different things, see different things, absorb different things, and we end up changing. So the same way you wouldn't give a 5-year-old a car keys to the car, you know, their body needs to grow, their mind needs to grow, they need to get some lessons, they need to take a test, they need to get their credentials. Okay, now it's time for you to drive. I feel like that's my favorite example. It's the same way with consciousness. Like, okay, once you start seeing these things over and over again, you start questioning things, you start writing them down and researching them on your own. You're open to looking at the different movies and documentaries. Then you start bumping into people and have these conversations. Do you know you may have talked to an alien and not know it? Do you know you may have talked to a clone and not know it? You may have talked to a cyborg and not know it. You may have talked to an android and not know it. And sometimes I feel like singers and rappers and preachers and maybe a lot of the people that we think are celebrities, they could be guides. They could be spiritual guides. They could be teachers. Because some of them are well put together. Like I follow a couple of Indian gurus, and they just dress different. They talk different. They have paint on their face. They have so much experience. They have so much wisdom. Like they lived this life so many times. And I'm saying to myself, that is not human. Like, yes, we're humans because we have this body and this blood. But if a light being can get in this body, if they can put your soul in a clone, come on. Now, yeah, we all look human, but let's break that down. Which I kind of feel like what's going on with Britney Spears. Why is she working and not able to handle her own money? I don't care about no censorship. Something in the milk ain't clean. Like, she made that video about the clones. She cut her hair. She was sending us warnings. No one believed her. The earth was not awakened at that time. I don't remember having no conversations about clones back then. And, you know, they're controlling her. Like, that is not okay for a 40-year-old woman to be controlled by her parents. That's not okay. I don't care how much money she has. And if she do want to make all that money and give it to her boyfriends, that's her. You got regular ass people doing that today. That's her money to do it. So I just feel like she could be a clone. I feel like maybe they killed her, put her soul in a clone, and that clone is controlled by someone. So now she's being controlled. Not to say that she's not human. The spirit and the soul is still there, but somebody owe that body. A lot of these celebrities are dead. I've heard Biden is dead. That's a clone. He got someone pretending to be him. He had a stroke or something. It's just like, it's sad that they can't even, it's sad that our mental capacity cannot accept the truth. Like that favorite line, you can't handle the truth. That's sad. That's like me having a child, let's say a real child, and the child dying, but everybody around me know I can't handle it. So they just say, oh, the child is at grandpa's house or something like that. And keep sending me pictures and shit. Pictures and fake notes and stuff because I can't handle the truth. Like some parents do that. The dad never is around or write the kid. They up here sending birthday gifts and writing cards and stuff pretending to be the dad because their child can't handle that. It will break them to pieces. So you mean tell me y'all can't, it blows my mind that we see alien movies, but y'all can't tell us aliens is real. Like what? Like what? Like I still can't fathom it. We see robotics. We see how far along you guys have come with robotics. In the show Black Mirror, they've told us this virtual reality is up next, y'all. You will have a virtual reality job. Right now, we on these laptops. Next, you'll have a whole work avatar. You'll log into your virtual reality and you'll go to work virtually. It's a movie like that already. They would get in the machine and go to work. Like they be trying to tell us, but we can't handle the truth. So I finally out of that mode where I can't handle the truth. And I'm just like, I get it. I understand. You don't have to hide things from me anymore. I'm ready. An alien can knock on my door right now. Like I'm able to just look at people and know that like Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, he's not a human. I can look at him and tell. I don't know if I could say the same thing for you. He's something else. He's not human. The Queen, I've always known there was something different about the Queen. She's not human. She's not human. I can just like look at people and tell now just by looking. Yeah, my energy, y'all, we supposed to be standing in the sun. It's supposed to be activating our DNA. I didn't know about the moon, but it's supposed to be in the moon too. And absorb the energy, frequency, and healing energies from the sun and the moon. So it can take you to another level, but you have to be open to it too. Like this world, nothing's going to be handed to you. You have free will. You have to ask for it. You have to pray for it. You have to get yourself in position to be able to handle it. Like if you having this special power, if you so angry and you just go use it for harm, it's enough of that going on. They're not going to give it to you so you can cause more chaos in the world. But if you put yourself in position, you know, get your chakras together, balance, get your emotions together. I think that's the biggest battle. Like I keep telling y'all, I feel like Earth is like Awana. Like we locked away. They got us a motherfucking lock. Like if we let y'all go, y'all gonna ruin the rest of the galaxies, of the supernovas. Like hell nah. Y'all like Cancer, y'all gonna fucking spread. We got to lock y'all asses down. Quarantine, can't go nowhere. So I think once we prove I could be a light being, a malevolent light being, and not cause harm in the galaxies and the universe, then you'll be granted permission. Like, okay, I don't be telling y'all about my dreams, but last night, I think I do sometimes. I had a dream about my classmates. I do not be thinking about them. I had a dream about one of my classmates, Lewis. I had a dream about one of my classmates, Chanel. It almost seemed like Lewis and Chanel was getting married because it was like the girl side and the guy side. And I was like best friends with Lewis, and we was not. we was close, and then we was in like an art class together, and we was close in there. But after that art class, we didn't really link up no more. And we had cheerleading in common. And I'm just like, why am I dreaming? Like, I feel like I was on that was definitely another timeline, because we're not close like that on this timeline. But when I wake up like that, I just send a prayer to those people, because for whatever reason, we connected in the dreamland. And, I just send them love, healing, higher consciousness. I'll be trying to get a meaning up out of it, but I think I was in another apartment too. I just cannot, what was the meaning of that? I don't know. Some of this stuff, be like, what? What was that? And then just be like, time to get up for work. And be like, what? I lived this whole nother life. I really didn't feel like I slept, because I'm up here living a whole nother life. And then something just pulled me back here. It's so crazy. Like, I'm not just sleeping. I'm over there living a whole nother existence. Okay, so I think I'm going to say that for the end. I'm going to say that quote for the end. But here goes some amazing paragraphs. I'm not the best with words. I'll be trying to put stuff together. But some people are just beautiful writers, and they just take the words right out of my mouth. So here's one of them. Conscious expansions and signs. We are in the midst of witnessing a human evolution on an individual and collective basis. Everyone on this planet is currently experiencing consciousness expansions, spiritual awakening, and it can be an overwhelming experience, especially if you have no foundation for any of the knowledge that surrounds it. But it doesn't have to be something that's scary. This is a time of discovery. If you know that what you're going through is not a mental breakdown, you can learn to sail the waves that you are experiencing in a more exciting phase. To help validate some of the things you may be going through, I put together a short list with some of the signs that come with conscious expansion. That's 18. 1. It feels like your world is falling apart like quicksand under your feet. When events in your life begin to change at a rapid pace, it may seem like you're on a streak of terrible bad luck. Check. As you go through the awakening process, you may be apathetic to many of the things that matter to you. This can be incredibly confusing and make you wonder if you're getting depressed. Check. You're not able to watch anything that has violence in television, film, and news. You still don't understand how much violence has become a normal part of your life. Check. And it's been like that for a while. I've never liked the violence. I've always been a child of the light. As the dense energies continue to subside, you are drawn to more spiritual pursuits. For many people, this starts with researching spirituality topics. Check. That's like my favorite. Suddenly, your eyes are wide open to the imbalance that exists all over the world. Check. When I learned about like the evil stuff, it was just like, this shit is so unbalanced. And I almost want to say, like, the world really is hypnotized. That's what they mean about woke. Like, you're so hypnotized that you don't even see. Like, somebody could grab a kid right in front of you and put them in a car, and you'll put your groceries in your car and keep going. It's just, we are so programmed to not see the bullshit right in front of us. It's freaky that they're getting away with it. Every time you turn on the news, you are greeted by a barrage of negative news that saddens you to the core. True. So I've been stopped watching the news because it's never nothing positive on there. You want to help people and be helpful. Your attitude changes from self-centeredness to a strong desire to help others. My method of helping others is sharing information. Like if you are hungry, I could give you some food, or I could show you how to cook and tell you where you can get some cheap food so you could, start to do that stuff on your own. I'm not the one that want to do something over and over again. I want to empower you to be able to do it. So I can't, I may be able to, but from the best of my knowledge, I can't just touch you and heal you. But I read this article that if you take high levels of vitamin C, it could cure you. So I might send you that article. That's like my love language. Like, to me, love is knowledge. To me, love is knowledge. I feel like Jesus was walking around giving them parables. Baby, them parables had knowledge in them. Okay? They say he was a fisherman of men. I'm pretty sure he lined the men up and was teaching him how to fish. Like, why the fuck is you hungry and there's fucking fish in the sea? I think we got the whole Bible misinterpreted. The people was hungry. Why? And you stay by the beach. Why are you hungry? Why? You over here with a forest full of food. Why are you hungry? Okay, like why? There's animals all around you. Why are you hungry? There's fruits and vegetables. Why? Like you cannot be. Why are you sitting here hungry? Why? I know Jesus was like, I'm sick of this shit. I am sick of this. Father, why have thou forsaken me? Absolutely. I know how you feel, Jesus. Okay, let's see. I will forever love knowledge. Like, in the movies when they be burning books and turn off the internet and stuff, like that would make me so sad. Like, I just love learning. And we'll just go back to the days, sit around a fire, everybody telling knowledge. I'ma still get it. Let's see. You can care less about material benefits and more about experience. If they were ever important to you in the first place, they are less important now. You became more in tune with your needs rather than your desires. And this is so true. I had all my business plans lined up. I was all for the money. And then it just hit me like that shit is so unimportant. Like, we literally about to run out of food. You think people gonna be lined up trying to buy your business shit and they're hungry? Do you guys not realize that by November 22nd, military and government personnel that do not get the shot will be unemployed? People probably gonna be standing in their cars and RVs. Before this came, let me tell you how somebody knew that things were going to change. Tiny houses became a hot topic. People living in their cars became a hot. Now think about all the times you've been on YouTube. Have you ever seen a tiny house? Think about all the times that you've been on YouTube. Have you ever seen people living in their car, living in their van, living in a truck? What? This has not been the norm. So somebody somewhere saw this shit a mile away and was trying to prepare us. And here it is about to knock on our door. Like, next year is going to be a whole different year. Like, come the end of this year, Thanksgiving going to be different. Christmas going to be different. Next year going to be different. Right now, apartments is running $1,500. $15. Did minimum wage go up? It's going to be a lot of roommates. And it's going to be a whole bunch of everything. Like, and they steady putting houses up everywhere I drive. Brand new house. Realtors it's a buyer's market right now. Like, realtors is really eating in these streets. But me and my spirit will not feel comfortable signing these people up with houses, and they may not have a job within the next 2, 3, 4 months. That would not sit well on my consciousness. And I think that what you do in this realm, you pay for. I'm getting people to sign contracts. I think I have to deal with that karma. And my karma is enough. I'm already trying to clean up my own damn karma. I don't need any other karma being added to it. We want this karma to go down, not up. So I just think about things consciously differently now. Like, I wouldn't mind selling people land and properties and maybe looking into RVs and tiny houses. Like, it'll come to me. I just have to stay on the path and everything will fall in line. But yeah, it's just sad. Like, I could see. I'm a visionary. I saw it months ago. I just be having to wait for it to come to pass. But I've already seen. I know I know what's to come. I know. I can't force somebody else to have my gift. My gift is my gift. So yeah, I changed it to more spirituality, and I'm just gonna go the spiritual route because that's really what's most important about this world. Like, they got us focused on a lot of things that are just of no importance. Absolutely none. Absolutely of no importance. Okay, so naturally you want to spend more time alone with your thoughts for various reasons. That's a triple check. You will notice small events guiding your actions that happen more and more often. At first, you can write them off as coincidences, but you'll soon find out there are no coincidences. This is true. Like, I'll read a book, it'll tell me about something, then I'll see a show, it's about the same thing, then I'll see a movie, it's about the same thing, and I get things in 3. I'm like, oh my God. And then I'll be looking at a movie and I'll be like, oh, that's the lesson. Like, everything points back to you. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. And it's just like, oh my God. If you're more gentle with yourself, then you'll start to see the world more gentler. And the same, what I'm learning right now is even with the chaos, I could get so much anger with it, but they really just need love and compassion. You know, they're on such a low vibrational level. That's all they know. Like somebody that's a serial killer, they are on such a low vibration. That is all that they can do. You just have to wish them love, light, and healing, because the higher up they come, they're just going to change. That's why I don't believe in the jail system. Like, I think people can change. Like, no, I don't want to stay next to a repeat murderer. But if this man has changed his life, okay, like, why do he have to stay in jail forever? I don't know. Like, I really don't agree with that. Or why do we have to put somebody on death penalty? Like, they just need to be in some type of rehabilitation program. And if they refuse to do better, then maybe they just need to be on an exile island or something. But I don't think killing them is the way. Like, just imagine if you did something wrong and you were just thrown away forever. Like, think of something that you've done in the past. You don't do it anymore, right? Because you've grown. You're a better person. It's just not the way that you choose to live anymore. What if somebody put you away? Seeing how you change now, just imagine someone put you away and you never had that chance to evolve, just from one mistake. And usually, we all are the blame for how society is right now. Why is it okay for people to kidnap kids? Who is not looking out for the kids? Why are we away for 8 hours not paying attention to these kids? When my mom was growing up, if they did something wrong, the neighbor would beat them. They would go home and get another beating. It's not like that anymore. Don't touch my kid. Don't tell my kid what to do. Your kid run around outside and no one's there. If I see it, I know y'all see it. It'd be 5-year-olds on bikes. Where's your big sister? Where's your big brother? Where's your cousin? Where are your parents? Why are you alone? Do you not know what world we live in? That just makes it easier for someone with a low vibration and a problem of wanting kids. You dangled the kid right in their face. So we all can be to blame. Not saying that it is okay that person doesn't need help and that they should continue to do that, because that's not the message that I'm giving. But love, compassion, knowledge, I don't know. There's another way. Let's just put it this way. If we all got the help we needed, we will all be better people, and a lot of things that are going on wouldn't happen. If Quita had enough money to take care of herself and her kids, she wouldn't need to go to the Family Dollar and steal milk and peppers and wipes. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's not look at what she did. Let's look at the problem and let's come up with a solution to that problem. Because if we come up with a solution to the problem, there'll be a different outcome. Period. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we just be looking at the problems, but nobody handing out solutions. And that just means the problem's going to grow. The next one is, you will notice, I already did that one. The next one is, when you are deeply immersed in the awakening process, it's not unusual to seek answers that make sense in what you are experiencing. True. Once you have mastered your spirituality, you may be drawn to psychic reading, visiting a medium, past life regression, or even counseling, or even consulting a spiritual teacher. So that's the path that I'm at. I do have a spiritual teacher, Sharita, and I have a lot of people on YouTube and stuff like that are guiding me. But I do want to do past life regression. This one lady, when she do past life regression, people remember being a tree, being a spirit inside source, be inside their mom's womb. And it's amazing that this was this lady's gift. Like, this is what I'm talking about. There are amazing gifts out there that nobody talks about. All y'all see is X-Men. Like, these are real deal people's stories that they have to put in like a fake way to be able to sell it, but it's really the truth, because one of the universal laws is the truth has to be exposed. Like, they have to tell you, but they're so sneaky and tricky. They do it in a way that you're like, oh, Storm is not real. She is a cartoon. It's a fictional character, and she's flying. No, there are beings that can fly. Hello. There are beings that can walk through walls. You might not can see it because you don't have the eyes to see. And maybe I'm so open to it just because I'm, it's normal for my family. You know what I mean? So I'm more susceptible to it. Or other people might be like, whoa, what you been smoking? Don't worry, it's coming. I don't want to smoke weed. I can't, my lungs can't handle it. But I don't think we're supposed to smoke it anyway, because if anything is going to damage something else, I don't think it's good. So smoking, it does get you high, but it damages your lungs. I want to drink weed tea. I want to eat weed, just like we do everything else. If you take an apple and smoke it, okay, that might do something maybe beneficial to you, but it still hurt your lungs. So how about I just eat the apple? I look at weed like that. I want to do mushrooms. I want to do ayahuasca tea. Like, baby, I am ready to trip. So I'm pretty sure universe is gonna bring people in my universe that trip, and I'm gonna start my trip journey, which they already have. Miss Sharita, seedsofmelanin.com is her website. She offers things like that. And when it's time, I'm going to do it. I'm still trying to get through my shadow work. I just brought a self-love book. And once I do that, that's going to be my graduation ceremony. I'm asking her to do, I don't want to do mushrooms first. I want to do the ayahuasca, because I don't know why. It's just been drawing me so much. Ayahuasca tea. And you're supposed to ask a question, and Mother Ayahuasca comes to you and give you an answer. And I want to know who I am, what my mission is, what I'm supposed to do, and to get the resources to come back and do it. That's what my ayahuasca trip is going to be about. Let's see. Once you start getting rid of old layers of yourself, you start to understand how much luggage you need to clear. This is true. You want to talk less about people and material things, finding these topics boring. You start to have deeper and more meaningful conversations. That's where I am, and that's hard, because I can talk about ayahuasca tea to my sister, to both my sisters. I could talk to ayahuasca tea with one of my best friends. I don't think anybody else will understand ayahuasca tea, so it's like I'm on this journey and I'm learning all this new stuff, and the people that I used to talk to, like, let's say I'm in a relationship, I might can come to you with that relationship because it's something that we both understand. But now that I'm learning about ayahuasca tea and I come to you, it's like you're not going to be able to give me any input on your ayahuasca tea because we're not on the same, I don't know. It's better when you have these conversations with like minds, put it that way. But I am thankful for the people that I am able to have these conversations with, and I am okay. It's just, I hope my relationships don't fade, because I want to talk about certain things that may not be understood. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm at now, like wanting to keep relationships and hold on to relationships even though I'm growing and I'm not into the things that I used to be into anymore. So it's kind of like an awkward stage. Yeah, I'm still figuring that one out. So let's see. You want to spend more time. Time spent indoors make you feel stuffy. You want to spend more time outdoors. Time spent indoors make you feel stuffy, like you're locked in a box. Now, I do like going outside. There is this park on Monument with beautiful trees and flowers, and they just like donate plants there, and you can donate to them. And you could spend hours out there. I really, really, really like that park in nature. And even when I was little at home, I would just go outside. I would just be walking barefoot outside. I will always go outside. Like, I was really an outside baby. Just absorbing the sun. I've always been a little sun sunflower. Like, as soon as the sun touched my skin, I can't even explain it, y'all. I cannot explain it. I hate being cold. Let's see. Your compassion for others increases. You stop seeing confrontation with others as an attack on you and realize that you are not the cause of their problems, and develop a greater sense of empathy and understanding. I think I finally reached that moment. Thank you to my sister-in-law, Maya. She explained, because I didn't get it. She was explaining to me how important forgiveness is and how it's not about the other person at all. It's about you, which I got. But what she said that made me like really get it is she's like, this shit can happen every day. And I'm thinking it's like a one-time thing. Like, okay, I forgive you. The feelings go away. You're good. She's like, no, this is a daily thing. And I'm like, okay, so that's the piece that I was missing. It's like, it's a daily thing, like understanding a daily forgiveness, a daily compassion, a daily everything, just keeping that. It's not a one and done. I guess that's what I was missing. It's not a one and done. And with me understanding that if a 2-year-old colors on the wall, it's a fucking 2-year-old. The 2-year-old doesn't know any better. You have to teach the 2-year-old any better. Now, in most cases, a 15-year-old isn't going to color on the wall unless you gave them permission, unless they're like really artsy. You know what I mean? They're not going to do it. You know, they're not going to be messy like a 2-year-old. So that's the same way with people and consciousness. Like, if your love level, talking about different love languages, fuck that. There's different love levels. If you have issues with your mom, your dad wasn't around, you still learning yourself, you haven't put in a lot of self-work, your love level might be a 2. Okay? And I might be, I don't know, a 3 or a 4. And I'm just like, what? That's how we move. This is what we do. It's just different. You just have to understand. And I wasn't giving people that compassion. Like, I don't know why. I just kind of felt like, bitch, if I know this, I know you know this. Like, come on. But everybody didn't have a mom like my mom. Everybody didn't have a dad like my dad. Everybody didn't have both parents. Everybody didn't have the life experience that I have. And even though I was one of 4 children, we all got something different out of it. So I have to, when I encounter people, I have to keep that in mind. Like, you are you, your experiences are different, your outlook on life are different, and this is maybe how you interpret love. And I have come to the conclusion that I can either accept that or not accept that. And I kind of feel like I was just accepting what a person could give and being disappointed when I didn't have to accept it in the first place. So that's what I'm learning. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, I'm not putting you down. You know, it's just not for me. And my sister, she helped me get that too. She said, you need to look at Alice in Wonderland. I remember my best friend, they was telling me about Alice in Wonderland. I remember they even went to the movies and saw it. And this is when I could look at movies and I thought they were entertainment. And I remember now I'm getting whole messages out of movies now. And not just a message in general, but like a spiritual, heartfelt message, so to speak. For me, that's how I had to get it. And she didn't want to marry the guy. She bumped her head, went down the hole, went through all the stuff, got courage. I feel like her defeating the monster was her getting the courage. And she had done it so many times. She had been to that world so many times and just could not defeat the monster because she didn't have courage. So I feel like when she finally was able to beat the monster, she had courage. And when she came back with that courage, she was able to tell the men, you know, like, you're not for me. You know, you have allergies, this, that, the other. She became a whole sailor. So I think I'm so loving, and I know I want to be in a relationship. I know I want to get married. I think I was looking at relationships like, hey, let's see if this will work. When no, it's not no let's see. It either will or it won't. And that's why it's important to get to know somebody, see that you guys are compatible, if you think the same, you know, if your languages are the same. Like, I was getting bits and pieces, but I didn't put the whole equation together. So I have it now, and I know exactly what type of men I will end up settling down with. And I honestly have not dated him. I have not even entertained him. I don't even think I was interested in this type of guy because I wasn't this type of woman before. So shout out to Kamaya and Ernisha, because your girl is learning. And so yeah, I just thought that was so like intriguing. Like, you don't have to say a person is wrong. It's just it's either going to be a yes or a no. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. But it starts with you, which again, the whole self-love and figuring out you. And as you grow, another thing too, I think sometimes people get divorced because they grow. I think it becomes toxic because let's say we both were atheists and now I'm in the church and I'm trying to tell you to come to church, trying to tell the kids to come. That's going to cause friction and stuff in a relationship. And one person is always going to be stronger than the other. And in a relationship, you either going to pull the other one your way or y'all going to break off because y'all both are strong-willed and can't be, pulled. So, let's see. You gradually feel your intuition grow to the point that you instantly know which is the right solution for you in any given situation. You will learn that all of your best decisions are rooted in the space of your heart. You see right through the illusion of others and the lies that they're trying to weave. I got it now. That's going to help me tremendously. Eventually, you will shift your focus from what you are consuming mentally and emotion to what you are consuming physically. And there are many other signs of conscious expansions that many people are experiencing right now. This is the time to drop into your trust, allow yourself to experience the biggest evolution in human history, and know that you are not alone with love. Everybody that I listen to, all the podcasts and stuff, they all end with, I love you. And I'm like, oh my God, I do too. But I had not realized that we all say that. Like, love really is the greatest of them all. We come from love. Everything loves, the sun loves everything that is around. That's why it's beaming energy to those things. Earth loves us. That's why it's giving us air, water, and food. Animals love us. They even sacrifice their lives for us. Like, everything boils back to love. So if it's not rooted in love, it's on the wrong scale, and you might not want to go down that road. I'm just saying. Ask me how I know. Okay, let me see if I can speed up. To all my friends out there who know what's really going on, to all my conspiracy theorist friends, yes, sometimes it's a curse and not always a blessing to be awake. Awakening is the most liberating, alienating, excruciating, empowering, lonely, confusing, freeing, frightening, expansive journey. If you find yourself struggling as you try to process all this insanity, you are not alone. No one talks about the darkness that accompanies awakening or grief. Not only grieving the life and illusions you once had, but a realization that almost everything you thought you once knew is a lie. The beliefs you held, the people you trusted, the principles you were taught, all lies. Shattering illusions is rarely an enjoyable experience. There is a considerable amount of discomfort that comes with growth, and the grieving process doesn't stop there. With these newfound realizations, you then find yourself grieving all over again, grieving the loss of many relationships with people who just don't get it. Feeling alone, being ridiculed and shamed, not only by the masses, but for many of you, your very own family and friends too. Feeling like you no longer have much in common with these people that you are surrounded by. Struggling with carrying on bullshit, shallow conversations, the lack of substance with those who are still fast asleep. Even feeling disconnected from your entire support system because they can't see what you see. Some even grieve the loss of the ignorance because ignorance is bliss and reality is harsh. Awakening can be a lonely road, and you will often find yourself journeying alone. There is no way to sugarcoat it. Awakening to the realities of the world is brutal. It will have you running through the entire gamut of human emotions. You have to master the art of diving down the darkest of the rabbit holes only to come out and still function in daily light. And that's a skill people don't talk about enough. Oh my God. Some of you are struggling with feeling disconnected from family and friends. It's as though they exist in another world. People know you are not alone. And not only are you not alone, you have an entire tribe standing with you. We may be separated by miles, but we are deeply connected in purpose and in spirit. Love. That right there is everything that I could ever say to the T. So there's something else. So say no thank you. This is another one. You do not have to follow all your friends and family to the end of earth just to stay loyal or because you otherwise would be alone. It is far better to be alone by yourself than feeling alone with your family and friends. Standing up for yourself and your individuality is one of the highest forms of service that you could offer the whole. Let people know how you want to be treated and how you want them to treat other people. Let them know your boundaries and stand up for them consistently. If you keep getting disrespected, then you will have to face the responsibility of letting them know that you will be withdrawn if they do not change. You have to mean it. They are actually a perfect reflection of your own shadows. Unwillingness of responsibility, fear of conflict, and low self-worth. This is what keeps you chained. Be brave. Standing up for yourself will make people see somebody that respects themselves, somebody with value, and somebody rich in their heart. Time to let go. I've been on that one too. And I'm going to elaborate more in that in another podcast. Let me see how many more I got to go. Say no thank you. Now more than ever before, being connected to all of you, a community of people who get it, a community connected in purpose and grounded in truth feels like a lifeline. We were brought together right here, right now for a purpose, and a beautiful, profound one at that. To connect, to flourish, to empower, to overcome. We have grown exponentially these last 18 months, not only in numbers, but more importantly in strength, knowledge, resolve, courage, and conviction. There exists no words in the human language capable of conveying the depth of gratitude, love, and respect I have for all of you. This community is straight up medicine, the antidote to this toxic twilight zone of a world. You guys restore my faith in humanity every single day. I am blessed beyond belief to have the privilege of bearing witness to what you're creating in your own lives. I wake up to hundreds of messages daily, people unleashing their fullest potentials, walking boldly into who they were created to be, stepping the fuck up, uncovering, rediscovering their true power. It's humbling and awe-inspiring to say the least. And there's this thing, what you do or don't do makes a huge impact. Not only in your own life, but all those you come in contact with. When you do the work, when you fortify your spirit, strengthen your mind, and bulletproof your body, when you step fully into the incredible power you possess, it doesn't create a better you, it creates a better us. Reclaiming your power and sovereignty individually is life-changing, but collectively, this can flip the whole fucking script. To all of your freedom fighters who I have the absolute honor to stand shoulder to shoulder with, to all of you fighting in any capacity for your family, for our future, for humanity, to those of you who continue to stand for what's right, even in the face of so much opposition, to all you warriors who refuse to submit to evil, even as those around you cower, to those of you continuing to hold the motherfucking line, thank you. You are a light in this dark world, and I am honored, humbled, and thankful beyond words to stand alongside of you on this hill. Love, Shanda. Yes, honey. Again, the words. It's the words for me. Here's another one. See how much time we got. Okay. My family has longed for a community that understands health, the need to get back to nature, health of our environment, holding space for opposing views, the importance of freedom, and people that are not only willing to dive deep into their own personal darkness, but also society's darkness to pull it to the surface and transmute it into something beautiful for everyone. A community of help, healing, love, service, and compassion. This weekend, I was able to spend time with the community in person at the Big Idea in Wichita, Kansas, thanks to Dr. Devin Verena and Dr. Joey Verena and their amazing team. I cannot find words to truly capture how grateful I am for the family and space they created for this community to come together. It was the most authentic, loving, service-oriented souls that genuinely want a better future for us all. It's so hard to leave a weekend like that, and I cannot wait for the next one. This weekend was confirmation of just how many people out there get it. There's so many of us. All it requires is shedding the need to care what others think and speak authentically with love and compassion. You will create the space for others to do the same. You will attract your tribe. They're already there. They're everywhere. We are building and growing the future that we want. And I want to thank the Big Idea for being a huge part of that and hosting all of us Health Freedom for Humanity members. We are growing. We are transforming the darkness into the light and generating a future better for all of us. Thank you for being a part of it. That was beautiful. Here's another one. I know a lot of you are weary and tired and wish the war was over, but you have to keep in mind this is a war of biblical proportions. God is in control of the war, and in his perfect timing it will be over. You have to look at this with a different perspective. While the evil is being dealt with, he is also giving all of us gifts that you are not acknowledging he's giving you. The gift of learning your true history, check. The gift of growing closer to him, and in some cases acknowledging him for the first time, check. The gift of exposing to you all the lies that has been penetrated on you and your entire life, check. A gift of meeting new people and binding new friendships, check. The gift of empowering you with knowledge and courage so that you can move forward and stand tall to do your part and making sure evil doesn't creep back in, check. The gift of embracing life and not taking it for granted and truly appreciating every day that you are given. You see, God does work in mysterious ways, and we will overcome evil and this war will end because God always wins. So take this day and every day forward to put on the full armor of God and stop focusing on the negative and start focusing on the gifts that you're receiving. Focus on God. Keep praying and talking to him. Godspeed, Patriots, the Traveler. I think I have one more. Solitude, the solitude of the awakened. Why do some people feel lonely sometimes? Why don't they fit into the common world? Because these different people are profound. It's not just anything that we will serve them. They live in the real world, the magic and the spirit, and not in the imaginary world that sells us as real. Your friendships start through a very strong connections, pure vibration, even from a distance. Your home is a sanctuary of its magic that not everyone understands. Candles, crystals, incense, crafts, plants around everywhere. We are not common, not our environment. We are not understood by everyone, and we don't care. We don't intend to talk about the latest fads or what happens in show business. We talk about universe advice, dreams, magic, spirits, consciousness, spirituality, and love. We are highly empathetic, sensitive, and do not fit in a world of appearances, masks, or facades. Why is a different person so nice alone? Usually ask. Because the spirit teaches you to first love on yourself and know how to be with yourself, and then to share that with others and expand through yourself to others. Such a person is not afraid of loneliness. He uses it for growth, to look inward, to activate his feelings more, which he then shares in circles with others who, although distant, feel close in the affinity of vibrational frequency. Such a person has to drop a lot of falsehoods in his path before he finds himself. But when she finds herself, then her own soul family appears in her wake. Enlightened, love, light army. That was it. So I do want to end this with, don't wish them bad, wish them consciousness. And I add that in my prayer now. I send love and light healing to my family, my friends, my co-workers, my bosses, officials in high places. I send it to the state of Florida, America, the whole world, the galaxies. But most importantly, I send them higher consciousness. I send them love. Because when you know better, you really do better. Like, if you were texting and driving and, almost got in an accident, you might, slow down with the texting and driving. It just taught you to do a little bit better. If you got a DUI, you might not drink and drive no more. You probably learned your lesson. So, I higher consciousness, it just helps you do that. So even those people on the very, very low planes that are just sick and disgusting, we don't just need to kill them and throw them away and lock them away in jail. Let's wish them love, light, healing, and higher consciousness a chance to do better. And in the previous podcast, I was telling y'all about the map consciousness, where there's different levels. Like, there's different levels of frequency, and when you're on a low level, like, you attract bad things to you. When you're on a high level, you are able to help. Like, I think Jesus was at 1,000 and he was able to help the whole world. That's why the mission was to kill him. Okay? And I feel like this shot is going to let our enemy know who the targets are. So we're really going to have to armor up, because we are going to be exposed. They're going to know exactly who we are. With nobody having a shot, we blend right in. They don't really know who is who. Now they know certain people got shot, certain people don't. Okay, those are my targets. We are the ones with a high consciousness that's keeping this shit up. They're going to be coming after us 10 times harder. So now it's the time to put on your armor, pray, meditate, You think we've been in a war? Baby, the war is about to start. I kid you not. Mark my words. End of November, December, all the way into next year. But we just have to hold the line, because I feel like in 2022, it's 21 now, 22, 23, I think it's going to start to change. Like, when that money system change, because money is frequency, a lot is going to change with it. And if we could just meditate, like I'm going to start meditating. I'm about to meditate an hour for my parents, but I'm going to start putting more time and meditate, because the higher up we go, there's other entities that can help us. And I used to be scared of crop circles. You know what crop circles were? The other entities cannot come down here and interfere. They have to wait for violations to be made before they can interfere. And there's courts, and there's prisons and different things that those entities have to go to, because on higher galactically, there's order. If you think it's order here, just imagine a higher up is more order. They're so smart, they know not to get these infractions, to get in trouble. So the higher entities still want to help us. You know how I know those crop circles aren't bad? There's no chemicals on those plants. The plants don't die. The grass or the wheat is just gently folded over. If it's a bad entity, it would have burnt that crop. You know what I mean? It would have burnt that shit. But because I feel like it's a benevolent being, it didn't harm the grass. It put a shape in the ground, and those shapes are holding frequency for us. They are helping us frequency-wise with symbols. So people with different tattoos and stuff, if you come in my house, you're going to see different sigils and symbols on the back of my door. Yes, bitch, I am protected. I got it in my wallet, which means it's with me at all times. I'm going to start tattooing it on my body. When I start going back out and go to the tattoo parlor. I mean, if they allow me, who knows what the rules is going to be with that. But so there are beings around you, and you have a guardian angel assigned to you. I talk to my guardian angel every day now. Thank you for at night. Thank you for watching over me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for guiding me in the morning. Good morning. Talk to me through songs, through books, through music, through people. Let me get your messages. Like the other day, I have a blue, yellow, and pink feather on my altar at the bottom, because I got wind, water, earth, fire. I dedicate the bottom altar to them. In the middle, I have my ancestors. At the top, I have my gods and deities. And at the very top, I usually put my candles on my incense. Anyways, I had the little fan on, and it blew the blue feather across. And when I was in my group, they was talking about finding feathers, and then somebody had lists what the blue feather mean. And I was like, oh my God, like that's how I get my messages. Like, I'm starting to hear, see, however the message come to me. There's messages all around you guys. We just have to be open to know. First of all, you got to know. Colors are a language. Feathers are a language. Animals are a language. Different signs, like different noises, different there's so many languages, and your angel probably trying to get this message to you as best as can, but you only got one language. So he or she got to wait till somebody come along, tell the message to them, because some people are mediums, they can interpret, and come to you to tell you. What if you need to hear that message 3 weeks ago, and it took 3 weeks for that person to come around for them to tell you? It's like if you open yourself up to more languages, you can get these messages quicker and do what you need to do. So that blue is just letting me know, first of all, let me pull it up, that I'm on the right path. And I was just like, oh my God, I literally have been such a crybaby lately. As I mentioned, I can't even explain it. Every little thing makes me cry now. So blue feather bring a calming and peaceful energy, connected to communication awareness, and are often reminders to listen. It was another one. Blue feather. This was what I actually saw. This is the one. Your psychic abilities are unfolding. You are called to work on behalf of the spirit. And I was like, oh, okay. And I had got this YouTube video, and it was talking about the med-beds, and I sent it to my sister. Like, I'm not really sending much to everybody because I think I kind of freaked everybody out by sending messages. And I don't want it to be a burden or a nuisance. I'm really just sharing because I love you. I don't want to force the conversation on you, but whatever you get out of it when you read it, I'm just putting it on your doorstep. But I think people are like a little annoyed with it. So I toned it down to just my sisters and my best friend and my chat group. I'm on Telegram now. So those people kind of like appreciate it. They're like, it's nothing like telling somebody something and they appreciate it. Like, they'll be like, oh my God, I needed that so much. Thank you. Like, I'd rather tell that to someone versus someone maybe not acknowledge it or be like, I don't want to hear it or whatever. It's just like, okay, so I'd rather just give the message to those that understand it, that would appreciate it. I don't know. That's why I stick to the podcast, because whoever plays, they already know what these topics be about. They down for the ride, sprinkle. But it's kind of hard. I don't know. But I get it though, because that's like an atheist coming up to me trying to put me in atheist world. I'm like, okay, I get you, but all right, not really my thing. So I kind of get it. Which is why I said I feel like I'm in a weird place, because I'm changing, which means my conversation is going to change, which probably means my friends is going to change, my surroundings going to change. And I'm okay with change. I welcome change. But this, I might say, is going to be the most uncomfortable change I've ever had in my life, because I've never really changed. My friends have been my friends since elementary, I think. So this would be a real major change for me, like people. Like, usually the people I talk to, I've known for years. Like, we've been talking for years. And it be a little new people here and there, but it usually be the people that we done seen each other grow up. So that's what I mean by, like, change. I don't think I'd be changing with people, but I'm good with change with other stuff. So I welcome it. I welcome the new people for change. So I mentioned it was a yellow feather, and yellow means congratulations, you're on the right path. I missed that. And it was also a pink feather, and pink is love in the form of romance, or a child is on the way. Wait a minute. Because they all blew off, and it was so funny because I was looking at the movie. Now, how long this fan been on? And they just all blew across, and I just kind of caught it. But that blue one, it flew all the way across the room. The other two stayed. So I'm going to interpret that message as my psychic abilities are here right now, and they're constantly growing because that feather kept moving. And since the yellow one and the pink one kind of stayed, it's just letting me know, congratulations, you're on the right path. And romance and a child is on the way. Romance or a child is on the way. But because they wasn't moving as fast, they coming. But we know that them psychic abilities is faster. It's coming faster. So yeah, I was looking at this one girl, and she's good with numbers. Like, each number means something to her. And as she was shampooing her hair, she saw the numbers. 3 numbers on the bottom stood out, and she got a whole sentence out of that. So just imagine, like, and then people can teach you something, but sit down and think of what it means to you. Like, I could take these colors and change them to what it means to me, so the next time I see them, it resonates with me. But I would have resonated Blue, to me, blue is like protection. So, okay. Psychic abilities can be a form of protection, and I take pink as like love, so that was right on, and yellow as in like friendship. So I just would interpret them a little bit differently, but you can make it your own. Whatever your psychic abilities are, you can make them your own. And we had a dinner for my sister's birthday, and I didn't know food means something. So even the foods that you eat on your plate resonate with something. That's a message too. So y'all, like, this journey never ends. You just learn something new all the time. But have you some frequencies playing all the time around you. Get you some crystals on your body. I put my rose quartz on my body and my jade for my heart chakra. So I got the love on my body. Love is the strongest power. How about this? My 5G pendant broke. I'm like, I know the devil is a lie. I need to order another one because I would be getting little heart palpitations, and when I would put that on, it will feel better. Because I think it's a magnet too. So I need to order another one of them because no. And yeah, just learn your different messages. Candles have meanings, pictures have meanings, food have meanings, colors have meanings, animals have meanings. You could even get a dream book. Your dreams have meanings. So that's why I've been building up my library so that I can learn more. But I think I'm gonna hold off on ordering too. I got a whole bunch of books till I get these books knocked down, then I can order. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked down and it wasn't recording no more. But what I was saying is, learn whenever it comes to you. 'Cause I want to push you in the pool before you're ready to swim, right? But sit on the stairs, dip your feet in the water, play in the stairs. My brother, I had got my niece and nephew from my brother, and they wanted to get in the pool, but it's two of them and one of me, and I'm so scared because they're so little. So I say, let's sit on the steps. Don't get off the steps. Just sit on the steps. And we was literally on the damn steps. So yeah, put your feet in the water, play on the steps, go onto your little 3 feet, tiptoe to 4 feet. When you're ready to start swim. If you get tired, float. And that's kind of how the spiritual world goes. I feel like I'm floating, just learning other stuff. Other stuff is just coming to me, and I'm putting all my pieces together. But that YouTube video threw my mind for a loop. When y'all see that, y'all is gonna be like, oh my God, the lady done lived she done did 30-year missions 3 fucking times. How many times we done seen that in movies and just think it's a movie? She had to take 4 transplants out her brain. What? She said, the transplant heightened my psychic abilities, but they caused me migraines and stuff, so I took them out. And she said she took them out spiritually. What? A whole nother dimension. And she's like, I can just grow them. She's like, 2-3 years later, I just developed them psychically. Like, oh my gosh, she got a whole web page explaining all the ETs. She offers services. Her web page is phenomenal. And the guy on there, he's a doctor. He was in the military, that motherfucking military. He explained, yeah, that's how the med bed look. That's med bed 1, med bed 2, med bed 3. They done made the damn thing 3 times, and we don't have access to it. This what the fuck be tripping me at. Y'all got a whole med bed that'll cure diseases, but you charging people $20,000 for cancer treatment. How about you zap their ass on the damn spaceships that y'all make look like clouds and heal them? Like, the fuck? This whole system is demonic. Number one, they make the shit and give it to you and then charge you. She's like, this whole system has got to crash. And the other entities can't intervene because our officials, our governments, our presidents agreed to let these low-level entities here. So it's almost like they signed a contract. They just, they're doing what they were allowed to do. And my whole thing about it is I didn't agree to that. I may be a Native American, but I did not agree with whoever signed what. That don't have shit to do with me. I feel like we all should have been asked something. But then we be around here signing these contracts Like, Apple, upgrade your phone and don't read through none of that shit. What if it's in there? What if we go through one of these contracts and it be in there? Agree for the alien to take over or some shit. Because you just be signing contracts all the time. And then, if you know anything with lawyers, the words that they say aren't even normal words. It's called legalese because it could mean different things. And when you go to court and the judge says, "Do you understand?" You're not supposed to say, "I understand," because that means I'm under you. You're smarter than me. You're not supposed to say, "I understand." You're supposed to say, "I am a sovereign being and I can hear you clearly." You know. So I'm excited to do my part. My indigenous Native American car is on the way. I can travel with it through the airport. They might delay me and question me and stuff, but it's legit. I can travel all over the world with it. I'm about to get my world card, and I'm going to redo my passport to switch it because that one does say black, but I'm going to switch it. And then I may turn in my driver's license because I've been seeing a lot about that. Where you can, when you get pulled over, they can't arrest you. Because a driver's license is supposed to give you a right to travel. But as a native on the land, we have a right to this whole earth. What do I need your fucking permission for? So just a lot of things that I'm learning. I'm implementing them. Like, I've always learned stuff and stored it, but now I'm acting on it. Like, I don't just know I'm indigenous America. I've turned in my paperwork to renounce black. Don't call me black anymore. Don't call me African American anymore. That's not what I identify as. I filed it with the state of New York, and my card is in the mail to me. This is the level of life that I'm on now. So, and I'm so thankful. Shout out to TP Ministries and Chief Brother Youssef. I'm just so thankful for the tribe of people that I've met. Knowledge is insane. And I'm not alone. There's people out here that think like me, that act like me. He could have just did that for himself, but he opened it up to us. If I want to start my own tribe, he could teach me how to do my own tribe too. Knowledge, to me, that's my love language. Teach me. Teach me. Teach me. Okay? Now, what I do with it is on me. But damn it, teach me. I am such a learner. Teach me. That is my love language. What do you have to teach me? Oh, taking high amounts of vitamin C can cure diseases? Thank you. That's priceless information. Shout out to my best friend. That's the type of stuff. Those are the conversations that we need to be having. Nobody care about no Louis Vuitton shoes. What the fuck did that do for you? What did that do for you? And now that I think about it, maybe the bottom is red because that probably means they killed a child. You know what I mean? Just that world is so demonic. You may just think they chose red to go on the bottom of the shoe, but they're so demonic that could possibly mean walking through blood. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of how it is. If whatchamacallit can make a shoe with blood in it, that means they've already done it. That's not something new. Bloody shoes. Why is it red on the bottom of your shoes? Let's just think about this in real life. If you're in war and there's bodies on the ground, I'm pretty sure there's going to be blood on the bottom of your shoe. Who woke up one day and said, let's put blood on the bottom of my shoe? No, that's something that they saw. Done killed somebody, done walked away, and there's blood on the bottom of your shoe, and you incorporated that into a motherfucking shoe. I be seeing through the bullshit now. And I always wanted me a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes. I always wondered why they were so much. You probably can order a whole child with them shoes. Little do we know. You think you getting a cabinet from Amazon. It come with a whole child. And I kid you not. I wear reusable pads, right? And I ordered them from Amazon. And I bought this little bucket that's supposed to spin and clean them. But the only thing that was in my mailbox was the top. And I got some napkins and shoes and socks. It was just a very weird package. And I called Amazon to cancel it. And it was a knock on my door. And there was a little 3-year-old Chinese child. And I'm like, where's your mom? And there was someone on the steps. And then they took them and left. And it happened so fast, y'all. I'm like, what? And I didn't even put it together. Now I probably ordered the wrong fucking thing. They probably tried to drop the child off. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And maybe, I feel like maybe the socks and the handkerchiefs was supposed to have me narrow down the type of child that I want. You know, everything's decoded. This world is just... And be careful with kids, because they can, with those machines, they can make you be older and they can make you be younger. Now, what movie is like that? The Mysterious Case of Benjamin Button. It's like, y'all, they telling us. I just wasn't able to put that together. I'm like, okay, so he gonna age back to a baby? They put that in a movie. No, honey, there's a machine that does that. So they could be having, while we talk about save the kids and you adopting stuff, they could be having these murder kids right in your home and you don't even know it. And the last person you're gonna expect is the kid. Ain't Annie orphan like that? Was a whole adult and you thought she was a child. I don't know, y'all. The more you know, you just look at things differently. It's amazing. You just don't see things the same anymore. So hopefully next year things are a little bit better. I wanna go to Paris for my 35th birthday. I already have the app where I can get my plane ticket. I just need to figure out where I'm gonna stay, what my itinerary is gonna be. Well, number one, where I'm going to be working at, so I can save up for it. But Paris is going to be my 35. I may or may not do a party. I feel like I shouldn't do a party because I ain't go to nobody party this year. But maybe I could just do a little thing at the house. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably invite people to the house. Get me some, I forgot what them London cookies is. Get them little London cookies. Get a London cake. Cause like 35 is like a big fucking deal. So I'm excited for that. And I don't know who my other significant other partner is supposed to be, but if we're gonna have these kids, I'm gonna need you to appear and make some moves, because I'm not gonna be no damn baby mama. I'm not trying to be a girlfriend for years on top of years on top of years. No. I don't want somebody that's going to be clowning me for being a vegan or juicing or taking herbs or raising our kids that way. Because if I want to puree their food, damn it, I'm going to puree their food. And I need somebody to be on the same page with that. And I want to homeschool them. Which means I may need to work from home, or you may need to be the one working. And I'm going to continue to grow spiritually, so I need someone that is okay with that. Preferably someone that is on that same path so we can feed each other. Because I really am a mentalist. Like, I love to learn. Like, I don't want to be the only one talking. Like, I want you to be able to say, hey, did you know this too? So it could be a back and forth conversation. But yeah, let's see if we can manifest that for 35. See if we can get all the family and friends to come over and eat. Maybe I can have my brother. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Because my brother cooked for my sister. And that was just a beautiful at-home thing. So I kind of want to do that. That was real beautiful. And have a little Paris theme. Shout out to my friend. I'm looking at my pictures on the wall of gold Paris, and it's so beautiful. Like, I got Paris in my living room. Like, I really love Paris. If I have twin girls, it's gonna be Paris and London. Hell, if I have a girl and a boy, it might be Paris and London too. And if it's just a girl, her name is gonna be Mia Moore. And if it's a boy, it's gonna be Amir. And I'll let the daddy do the middle names. And they're going to have 2 last names, by the way. They're going to be Jackson and your name. Just like me. Jackson and your name. Because these family trees is so fucked up. I want them to know both sides of their family. Mommy side and daddy side. And I don't think I should have to give up my last name to be married. Like, your name will be at the end of my last name. Because I am proud to be a Jackson. I am proud to be a Jackson, okay? But yeah. So that's it, y'all. It's okay to be on a little solo journey. and self-love, learn more about you, grow. I don't think a lot of people grow. Maybe they grow, just not. Some people be doing the same thing they've been doing for 30 years. It's like, you still on that? And I be saying to myself, I don't want to be your age still doing that. You know how they say birds like a feather flock together? I'm like, wait a minute. The 5 most people you hang around, you become, wait a minute. So I had to like reevaluate myself, like, we need to switch this up. We need to do better. So I got this book called 2,000 Questions About Me. I'm going to finish that this weekend from PiccadillyInc.com. I'm going to finish that this weekend. I bought a book of self-love. I'm going to finish that this weekend. I'm going to finish up my shadow work and my forgiveness. I'm going to light a candle, say a prayer, and release that. And I am ready for the next chapter. And I'm going to start on my love journal, manifesting my boo. And I'm going to start my book. I don't know if I'm going to keep the book the same or just revamp the whole thing, but I have different ideas about it. But I want that to be out. I'm going to end this year with my book. Maybe 2 books. So I got to get on it November, December. And hey, if I'm not working, I'll have all the time in the world to do it too. So I just love these singing bowls, y'all. You feel that? It's just so peaceful. So yeah, I've been on my sci-fi movies lately. The Expanse. It's a TV series. I just finished. Oh wait, I got the TV list on here. The Expanse. Space Sweepers. Asylum. Somebody told me to look at Halloween Town 1 and 2. Sailor Moon. I got a Supernatural is kind of scary. I don't be liking the shows with little demons and stuff. That's why I ain't do Charm. But I know it's some stuff in there that I need to get, so I might need to watch them in the morning. I swear I've been on winter sleep and the thing chasing me. I don't like that. Like, how the hell? It was another movie. It's this movie on Apple TV. I'm going to stay up to midnight to see if it played because it said it come on Fridays. So I'm like, okay, I mean, I could look at it at midnight. Let me see. Apple TV. Oh, Cruella was good too. Completely different. I thought it was going to do it the same way as the cartoon, but it was different and I actually liked it. Eternals. I want to see Eternals. It's not out yet. Westworld is really good. The Expanse. Where's Apple TV? Because one of them shows was on Apple TV. Oh, there you go. Apple Plus. Invasion. Oh, no. It's not that. I probably want to start that. Let me go to library. Oh, 100 is good, too. 100 is good. Foundation. That's what it was. Foundation is so good, y'all. Oh, my God. I'm finna start this invasion. Earth is visited by alien species that threatens humanity's existence. Let me see. I like it too many white people in here. Events unfold through the eyes of 5 ordinary people across the globe as they struggle to make sense of the chaos unraveling around them. This one kind of old school alien movie. I like the ones with the buildings in the sky, flying cars and stuff. That one seemed a little older. But okay. And I'm trying to catch up on 100 because it had just lost me at one point. I just started looking at it. I was hooked to 100. But if y'all know any sci-fi movies, Oh, A Discovery of Witches. That was good. Yeah, see, she doing her play free episode. Yeah, anything with magic, spells, and futuristic, like Stargirl, high school student Courtney inspired our unlikely group of young heroes to stop the villains of the past. Stargirl. Okay, I might need to start that. Stargirl. Okay. Let's see. So, they got All American on here. They got All American on here? On Apple? Okay, All American. All American made Apple. Let's see. That's what I'm gonna catch up on. All American is good. I used to watch it with my friend. He put me on there. I know what you did last summer. Like, I know people be like Netflix and chill. We'll be Netflix and chilling sometimes, but we'll be really Netflixing sometimes. Like, we real deal looking at TV shows and shit. Let's see. Okay. Dr. Mercy. Look at her. Black lady. Rare skin disorders. Okay, Dr. Mercy. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go and catch up on my shows. Take what resonates with you. Leave the rest in the garden for someone else to pick. The best teachers in life always point you back to self. Wow, as their dream avatar. Like, TV really has changed, y'all. I be on YouTube at the Connected Phone Conversation. Group of stagers whose lives are thrown into disarray. Apocalyptic. Man, I know they be listening to everything. I wouldn't be surprised. Be safe in these streets, y'all. Up your meds. Not meds. Fuck Big Pharma. Up your vitamins. Try high potency. Vitamin C. Like, remember I was spitting. I took 3 vitamin C's, which is 1,000 milligrams each. That's 3. And I'm not spitting anymore. He was taking up to like 40, 50,000 milligrams. Like, that's what he mean by high potent. And he was just fine, but now they probably gonna be trying to put shit in our food and vitamins and stuff. So just be careful. Oh, and I did my charcoal cleanse. Try to cleanse a lot. You could cleanse with charcoal, with Beonite clay, and with food grade cementitious earth. And women, it's time to get our herbal medicines again. That's my goal, is to get a full shelf full of herbs. And to do my teas and tinctures daily, and my yoni steams and my bath steams, and just get all of that. Like, I want a whole shelf dedicated to it. And I want to be able to teach my family that and pass that down. Like, I want my family to be healers. I want to breed a family of healers, men and women. And when I be on YouTube, it be men teaching about it, but not a lot. And it be women too, teaching about herbs and healing. And they know that. They know that we can heal ourselves, but it's not benefiting them, so they're just not gonna promote it. That's all. Oh, they got Twilight Zone here. Is this the new one? Because I heard Twilight Zone was revamped, but that's the old one. Twilight Zone was on it too. They was trying to tell us we wasn't Thank you for everybody that's been holding the line, because we've been asleep for so long. Some of them probably dying off, but we here to pick up the baton, and we do thank you for your service. And we're going to keep it going for the next gen. Scandal, that was my show. I'm mad they ended Scandal. Because, baby, she was telling the truth. You hear me? About them rigged elections and everything. They had to shut baby down. She was too close to the truth. Oh, that's what's supposed to be starting. What is called How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm going to end it on that note. I don't make some brownies. Let me go get some brownies. I already told y'all the little things, didn't I? Take what resonates with you. Best teachers point you back to yourself. What did you learn? What do you think of these topics? What are you compelled to research a little further? And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye. Thanks a million for listening. There's a million podcasts in the world. You clicked on this one, this one, to hear what I have to say. I hope universe has a special message for you. You can reach me on Linktree at /love.meesh. I hope you have a better than great day. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye.
You all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?